Alright, what's going on guys? It's Almond. Welcome back to another Wizard101 video. Today's video, we're going to go over the recent patch on Monday. A lot of stuff was changed. Not drastically, but there were some things that were changed. And I kind of want to go over it so you guys are up to date with everything test room related. And that's about it. So that's going to be the whole premise of today's video. So if you guys do enjoy this type of content, be sure to leave a like, subscribe, all type of stuff. Also, if you guys haven't, definitely join the Discord down below. I feel like a lot of you guys have been watching my content, but not many people are in the Discord. So if you guys haven't, definitely join the Discord down below. So let's get into today's patch. So when it comes to the patch, a lot of things were changed. The main thing I would say for the Azteca raid is, I'm gonna still put this in quotation marks, the north and south side bosses for the Azteca raid are fixed. I haven't tested it yet, right? But I'm going based upon what Cam has told me multiple times, and he said it on his stream multiple times. It's fixed. If it's not fixed, you'll definitely be hearing it from people in the community. But at the moment, it's kind of early, and I don't expect someone to do raids right now because the test room patch just hit not too long ago. So I won't be able to give you a definitive answer, but we just have to wait to see. And you know, if the bosses are bugged, you'll see it from the community and people are going to be spreading around like wildfire.
Last week, and we totally fixed the north this time. I promise this time. As much as yeah, you know, heard that before. That is true, but this time it's really true.
I'm scared to log in.
We found out what it was, and it was, but like, basically it would bug out if you had more than one person in those combats that spawned the tokens, which of course players wouldn't and devs wouldn't, because you know, you just go in there with as a dev and you can solo it, you know. But
win combat.
Yeah,
server with combat.
But then the players aren't gonna try that because, but the times where people did spawn it was just by happenstance. They somehow
a couple other things were changed as well. So the name changes were also affected. So a lot of people had some names that were quite questionable, and they definitely removed some names off the list. I know you can still have the name Ocean, but you can't have like certain combos with it. So like Disaster, I think they removed off the list, and they removed some other couple things that were on that list. So keep that in mind. You can't just have that name in Live Realm now. It was just a test realm thing. And if you already have that name on test realm, enjoy it while you can, because yeah, it's gonna be removed later down the line. Well, once it comes to Live Realm, at least. The bunny boss in Darkmoor, they moved it, which I didn't cover in the last patch. I'm sorry if I didn't cover it. I know some people were telling me about it. Super sorry I didn't cover it. There was a lot of things that I was going over, so they didn't catch my mind. But yes, the bunny boss from Darkmoor in, I think, the part 2 of Darkmoor, that boss, instead of you having to do the entire dungeon, they just moved it, and they moved the sigil so it's outside, and now you can do it. It's a gold key boss, but at the moment I don't know what it's going to drop. I have farmed it twice and 3 times already. It doesn't drop Headless Horseman spell elements. I'm assuming once it comes into Live Realm that it would drop Headless Horseman spell elements due to the fact that we aren't getting Monk of Morning anymore. So it just makes sense that instead of just adding a new spell, they're just going to make it so Headless Horseman's more easier to get for a player. So just keep that in mind. Also, the Mushu key boss does drop Catch a Day spell element, so I did check on Test Realm, did a couple runs, and yes, it does drop Catch a Day spell elements alongside of its other Mushu spell elements that it drops, such as like Samurai, Goat Monk, Ninja Pigs. So we do have that. Just remember, Monk of Morning will not be dropping because it will not be making its way to Live Realm. Also, I'll check the Avalon key boss and see if it is actually dropping Sacred Charge and Burning Rampage spell elements, and it does. So you don't have to play on the specific school anymore, like playing on Life or playing on Fire. You can farm on whatever character you please when it comes to that boss. You could do it on Fire, but now since I'm not locked to doing it on Fire anymore, just gonna farm it on my Storm, just easier. Also, they did add the vendor to the PvP arena. What it does is essentially it lets you see your stats capped at certain intervals, such as 50, 60, exalted, and whatever the max level is. Whatever the max level is, you can check from there what your stats are going to be in the raid. So if you set it to max, the PvP stats that are being changed, those are going to be the stats in the new raid. So you can definitely just check if you meet the requirements. There is a whole spreadsheet someone has been posting around that has all the limits for each class, or each school, I mean. So if I find it, I will definitely pop it up on screen. You guys can just take a screenshot and keep that for your information. But that's all I know at the moment when it comes to the PvP stuff. Rebirth was unbanned in the last patch, but in the recent patch, it was banned. When I mean Rebirth, I mean the treasure card, not the actual spell. The spell is still usable, it's 8 pips, but the TC was just a better version of it, and it was 7 pips. On top of that, you can pip conserve, etc. So that's why they're like, okay, we probably should ban this. But the item card is not banned. So keep that in mind. If you do really care about using Rebirth, you can sock it on Rebirth if you really want to. Which would not be a bad option, not gonna lie. We'll just have to wait and see. Also, the key cost was added for the new raid. So at the moment in Test Realm, you can't buy that second raid key for 1 Azoth. The price has changed, so definitely if you guys didn't buy or stockpile the last patch in preparation of the key being changed, kind of sucks. Due to the fact that now the price has actually changed, and that's going to be the price when it comes to live realm. It's going to be 20 summons, I believe, alongside like I think 400 Azoth. I'll insert the clip here because I checked everything on live stream when I was streaming on Twitch. But yeah, that's going to be the new key price for that second raid. Also, I tested Hall of Heroes. I was hoping Hall of Heroes would be fixed by now. It's still kind of buggy. When I mean buggy, I don't mean the cheats. The cheats are back to normal, what the regular Hall of Heroes is. It's just they just made it so you can't flee. You know, you can't just flee and come back like what people used to do. So you can still do Hall of Heroes just as fine, but you can't use PvP cards. So I can't use gambits. I can't use any of that. And I can still use Feign to end like regular Scion in that fight. Don't know if that's intended. Doesn't seem like it, but hopefully that gets patched soon, or maybe down the line. I don't think it's like on their priority list. I don't know who's working on it. It's either Stormbringer or someone else, but I didn't let them know regarding that, so hopefully it gets patched soon or before it gets to live realm. But regardless, even if they don't patch it, I don't think it's a big difference because I haven't been using Feint. You can still use Mass Feint, you can still use Scald Incendiate, but yeah, you're gonna have to kill Shadow first. Once you kill Shadow, you can change the bubble, go for Scald Incendiate, and just have another person do Scald Incendiate, and you'll be fine. It's not really that hard. Also, the last thing, I'm not too sure if I covered over, was Earthquake. Earthquake was banned in the last patch. I know a lot of people had some speculations behind why it was banned, but it's actually unbanned now. So it's unbanned, and the TC is unbanned as well. Down the line, they're going to reevaluate all the AoEs due to the fact of PvP stuff and challenge mode and raids. So down the line, we'll see that happen. But at the moment, it's back to being unbanned, and the TC is back to being unbanned as well. That's basically everything from today's patch. If I missed anything, definitely let me know in the comments below, because it's kind of early. We don't even have a patch notes out. I'm kind of just went based upon my assumption, tested everything myself, and got people in chat to help me and let me know what things that they probably think that are changed, and I just double checked and looked through my notes if anything was changed. But that's basically it. But yeah, let me know if there's something I missed up on or just completely forgot to add in my video, and I definitely will do another video. Don't you worry about it. But I hope you guys are gonna do the Azteca raid. Hopefully it's patched. Hopefully North is actually working properly as intended, and people can finally get to the raid boss, because no one's able to get to it at the moment due to the fact that it was bugged. So that is gonna be it. Also, oops, I forgot. Hephaestus' test shop is not here anymore. So Cam is not in the game anymore. His test shop is gone. So keep that in mind. So you can't buy the dual skull blades. anymore. At the moment, I don't know where you can get the dual scroll blades. There is no vendor. Some people are saying it's going to be raid locked. I really don't think it's going to be raid locked. I think they're just putting it to the side for now, just kind of how they did with the dual pierce jewels. So I think it's going to be the same situation. I don't think it's going to make its way to live, and to be honest, it's not going to affect anything drastically if it doesn't make it to live, if I'm gonna be honest. I know some people are using it in their raid strats, but I feel like it's common knowledge, like you can't just rely on those to be useful unless like we know it's going to be making its way to live realm. But yeah, now that is definitely it. If I'm missing something, let me know in the comments below. Be sure to join Discord down below if you guys haven't. Make sure to leave a like, subscribe, all that type of stuff, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out, guys.